Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for December 24th and 25th of 2015. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. And welcome everybody. This is my Christmas special, and this is a very special because we are having a full moon on this Christmas. The last time we had a full moon on Christmas was in 1977. I wasn't even born yet, so I have never experienced a full moon on Christmas, and for many others out there, I'm sure it could be the same story. And this is very significant because the planet Uranus is about to go stationary and move direct, which, if you don't know what that means, the planets go in a very weird motion where they can fool us. They can actually look like they go backwards in our view from Earth. And the planet Uranus has been doing that for a while, especially since all the way through the fall, in summer, and so forth. We are now at this turning point where Uranus is now about to stop and move forward in view. And this is on the combination of a full moon for this Christmas Eve and Christmas, a radical and powerful shift point. And a lot of this has to do with waking up. Uranus in Aries is a big wake up. It awakens our passion, especially with our identity, our courage, our strength. Uranus is a very passionate planet. It wants to go for what it wants. It's a fixed planet. And this is all about knowing your excitement. This is where the dots start to come together as well. And I think because we have been in such a very difficult couple months of confusion and unsure of things, facts not becoming clear, decisions very difficult to make in our life right now, having Uranus come back online while all the other planets are moving forward, which this is a very rare event in itself to have all the planets moving forward direct. This is a Christmas where even in the confusion, even in the mud, even in places where it feels like it's very difficult to move forward, we have to put the dots together. We have to awaken. And a lot of this with the full moon in Cancer is about looking at our emotions. You know, the sun's in Capricorn, we got Mercury in Capricorn, we got Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn's a sign that has to deal with going for your destiny, going on the trail, doing the work, doing the responsible thing. You know, it's not about resting and nesting and taking care of yourself. It's more about having to show up in the business suit and do that interview even when you might not be feeling good, you know. Cancer's opposite. It wants to feel good about things. It wants to feel secure. It wants to feel safe. And here we are in this Christmas, highlighting our family, highlighting our security, highlighting our need for comfortable energy. And this is where we are going to highlight what's uncomfortable, that we need to move forward in our life, even with the blinders on. We need to put dots together, even when we feel like we can't. This is a reminder that we need to find courage, that we need to find strength. This is also signaling the end of the Pluto and Uranus square, which has been going on for 3 years, when Pluto and Uranus started to make a square in 2012. Having Uranus move forward now is going to push Uranus farther away from Pluto than it has been in 3 years. So this is the signal and the beginning aspects of us putting our bags away when it comes to a transit that we went through for the last 3 years that pushed us to the edge of our insanity. It pushed us to the edge of uncovering parts of ourselves that we really were not comfortable with. And so this Christmas is all about, what are you uncomfortable with? How are you going to heal yourself? We're dealing with a lot of Chiron, Neptune energy, and Jupiter in Virgo, and the North and South Node in Virgo Pisces. And so this is a Christmas and these couple days here with this full moon highlighting, especially because Neptune's involved and there is a nice sextile going on with this energy for this full moon. But really it's all coming down to, how do we heal ourselves? How do we learn to surrender and go with the flow? And how do we figure things out when going with the flow seems like our only options at some point? But it's kind of weird where there's a part of us that really needs to get online and get things going. And that's the whole dichotomy of a full moon in Cancer, is the opposite side is Capricorn. You got to get on the trail. You got to deal with life. You got to deal with reality. You got to get going. You got to go somewhere. You just can't, sit on the couch the whole day. There's a part of us that's needing to get things going. And even though we're confused It's that confusion, it's that sitting down, it's that wasting away energy, it's that dwelling on things, it's dwelling on the past, that he's not allowing us to move forward. And there's a part of this with, Mars still in Libra, it's difficult to move forward. There's lots of negotiations, there's lots of talks, there's lots of things that we are still working things out and weighing out. And this Christmas is about highlighting what you're going to be comfortable with and what you're uncomfortable with about where you're going in your life now and what you're doing on that trail, what the plans are, having to make decisions in the fog. It's like picking a bead, it's like picking a path, even though you might not be able to see it, you gotta pick somewhere. It's like a foggy bank and there's a bunch of different, areas you could go, and you have to trust. You have to trust that, the direction you're picking is right. You have to go with your gut instinct. You have to go with what feels right inside. And that's what this Christmas is about, is we are all stepping into this new year with the blinders on. We are all stepping into this new year not knowing where anything's going. At least we think we don't. Or at least when we try to think that we do got it going, you start to realize, wow, there's no facts anywhere around this thing. There's no understanding. We're going to have to search for a belief. We're going to have to search for hope. We're going to have to search and test if our dreams and our visions can really come true when the blinders are on. This is a real test of hope. This is a real test of if you feel comfortable enough to go along with this life you've chosen, with this path you've chosen, with this self that you've chosen to be. And it's not simple. It's not easy. But that's what this is here for, to recharge your batteries, to reignite your electricity inside and move forward from this point forward. And realize that you have to pick a bead and you have to go forward, even in the fog, even when you might not be feeling right, even when you feel wounded, even when you feel like it's just not feeling right. You got to step up, you got to keep going, you got to move forward. And this Christmas is about that. And realizing that you don't know all the answers, and that's okay. But what you do know is you do have the ability to put the dots together of who you are and know what is the path that you really want to reach for. And if you just pick a bead and you head towards that way, even if it's foggy, even if the winds don't feel like they're taking that direction, as long as you pick that bead and you aim in that direction, you will get there. Thank you so much for all your support through this year. I am sending you and your family the best holiday spirit. I truly appreciate everything that you do for the Leo King. My Apple and Android apps are up, but the Apple app just got an upgrade to add videos to purchase, like my classes, and I'm going to do the monthly horoscopes and special videos, and there was a bug in it, so we have to wait till the new year for Apple to approve the new app, so that's not there. But I am doing a reading sale, so if you want to get a reading with me until the beginning of the new year, the sale goes on. Check it out now at inclusiveastrology.com. Thanks so much for all your support. I truly appreciate it. I hope this really helped you on this Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I will see you on my next report.